Vincent, a draw with the black pieces would be a fantastic result, I'm going to say. So some pressure on Magnus to try and start strong, to win. The handshake, we're off. How will he begin?
And knight f3. Ooh, that's so annoying. Yeah, you just go d5. Right? Just, you know what? d5. And e3. Maybe the b3 stuff?
We saw this knight move come on so many times in the recent World Championship, and there it is, you called it, James, trying to get the bishop out pieces. I think, David, to your point, absolutely essential for Vincent if he's got to have a chance to keep things solid with the black pieces. A best of two, it's such a mini match, and the aim for players in the round robin is to bottom two, right? Because bottom two and you're eliminated.
Right, yeah. If you bottom two, you go home. You want to go home, don't you? Exactly. You gotta wait
stick
time.
around,
You gotta stick around. Yeah. No, but it's very important to get off with a very good start. You know, if you don't, emotions can play a role in your game and your decision making. You can actually send yourself home, basically, to say the least. So I do like this opening choice for Magnus. In fact, if you check some classical games recently, I forgot which tournament it was. I've been checking a lot of games, but Vincent Keymer actually played this with the white pieces and won a very nice game in about 30 moves or so. This is a very nice setup from white. Magnus is just trying to play a game, trying to stay away from theory a little bit. I've had success with this opening too as well. Hikaru has a 60% win rate on chess.com with this opening. So in faster time controls, that is, but it is nice to get a game with this, David.
Yeah, the one surprise to me is that Magnus is playing this against Vincent, as you mentioned, because Vincent is one of the world's leading experts on this type of Reti system. I was also surprised that it turns out Vincent was Gukesh's second, because this type of opening with a quick b3 was debated once in the World Championship match between Dingleren and Gukesh. Slightly different this time. Magnus gives a check. This very much looks like a Queen's Indian defense, Tanya, just with colours reversed. It's as if white here is basically playing black, just with one extra move.
You know, this reminds me of Tata Steel Chess India, where Magnus played Arjun and said he loves to play these young players and then kind of try to beat them in their own forte, in their territory. So Magnus here going for the ready, which is something that Vincent employs. In fact, in the World Championship match, one of the biggest surprises, one of the biggest sort of novelties that we saw was Vincent's idea in the ready, moving that rook to e1. So he knows the intricacies of this position. But we're seeing both players blitz their moves at two sets of mind.
You love your dark square bishop, bishop Fiend Ketos. It was on this diagonal previously.
Is that a slip?
I don't think
That's
so.
not a mouse slip, is it?
I think this is part of the plan. He's going to build a big pawn center, James, and he's going to try to target this black pawn in the center. I don't know why I highlighted it green, the chess.com green pawn here, but it's going to be a big weakness. And look at this Magnus. If he ever gets a chance to capture, black's going to be left with an EQP, isolated queen's pawn. It's part of a big grand strategy.
These are the type of positions Magnus likes, so he likes to grindy time. Oh, I have a weakness. Okay, cool. We play this for 150 moves, right? You know, and I beat you in an endgame, which of course is very easy for Magnus to play these type of positions. He has a target, and of course, the d5 pawn being extremely weak here is going to be the source of all of White's counterplay. We castle, we double on the d file at some point, maybe even take it, take with the pawn. Yeah, that's what he wants to do, and somehow trying to win this pawn on d5 might be difficult with rook d8 defending. How do we actually attack this pawn? But it is a weakness later in the endgame.
I just want to add one more point. After that pawn trade, Vincent could potentially give a check to the white king and finish his development really quickly as well. So he does... The wire will be the longest game, and there it is. And we've got a king pawn endgame, and it looks like Magnus is going to have a vintage victory in this one.
Well, Magnus putting the finishing touches on here. The problem for black is that he's stuck. This white pawn, the passed pawn, is too strong. There we go. It starts moving. It would have deflected the black king away. White's king resigns. Magnus with a long king game grind. Trademark style takes the win against the youngster.
Just don't trade queens against
I mean,
Magnus.
what you
Just
want to do
don't
is
do
just
it.
play something that you can get tactics in. You know, because Magnus, well, number one, in fact, doesn't even like doing tactics, is what he says. And number two, is any end game